August 2nd, 2023. An Ohio officer has just spotted a vehicle with its taillights completely burnt out and decides to pull the car over. Now, this is as typical as a misdemeanor traffic car stop can get. However, what's far from typical are the choices you're about to see this couple make. What was originally a small misdemeanor car stop will escalate into something much bigger.
Hello.
Hi.
Sergeant Norwood, London Police. The reason I stopped you have zero taillights in the back of this thing at all.
Oh my God.
There's not a light on it.
We just came from the
I just came from the ER.
Okay.
I poked myself in the eye.
Are you kidding me? There's no...
Not a single light back there.
Oh my gosh.
Your brake lights work when you hit your brakes though, so that is a plus. So your flashers should probably work to get you home.
Okay.
Do you have an ID? And then I gotta get the temporary plate off the back. I didn't see
I
it.
sure don't.
You don't have an ID?
No, I sure don't. I don't have anything on me.
I can check you by your. Do you know your social?
I don't have anything.
It's fine. You don't know your social?
No, I sure don't.
Red flags right off the bat. You go to the hospital for something that happens to your eye, yet you bring your dog, which all the stuff inside the vehicle leads me to believe they may be living inside their vehicle, which isn't a crime in and of itself. However, they likely made some poor life choices. Second, a man of that age with no ID, no registration on the vehicle, does not know his social by heart, are red flags. This has changed from just initial interaction over the traffic to wondering why these red flags have now appeared.
Where's home for you guys? Where you guys headed to?
Well, we were going back to the truck stop because we were traveling in town. We were seeing my boys and stuff
Shut up.
in town and that. It's never happened before.
30 years of marriage.
Yeah.
Is the van registered to you, or who owns the van?
The van is still, 30 days, so nothing's came back as far as registration or anything like that.
To get the 30-day, you'd have to have the title and it's signed, right?
Right.
So do you have that with you? Like, who's it titled? Who are they titling it to?
I don't have anything yet, as of yet. They haven't gave me anything.
But for you to get it, you had to go to the B&V and say, here's my title, I signed it, I'm buying it.
Right,
I need 45-day tags. So what's your name, sir?
My name's Ronald.
Ronald? What's your date of birth, Ronald?
Stop.
6/22.
I'm looking at
68.
And then what would be your last address on your ID?
Oh my gosh.
Five, checkup.
No, I'm okay.
Stop.
Couple of really key things, police side of the house. This man is definitely playing the name game. Most people know for sure what their name, how to spell it, what their birthday is. These pauses and these telling the dog to stop and all of this laughter is nervous energy because he's trying to think of something. Now, here's a key thing that I picked up on is the dispatcher asked the officer if he was okay and he said, yeah, I'm okay. We usually say code 4. Under these circumstances, with this vehicle being in the condition it's in and this person giving me this potentially false information, I would be asking for another unit to assist me.
Ma'am, what's your name?
Barbara.
Barbara?
Yeah.
Is your ID out of Kentucky or is it Ohio ID?
That was Kentucky.
That'd be a K. Okay.
Yes.
Ma'am, what's your name?
Barbara.
Barbara?
Yeah.
What's your date of birth, Barbara?
May.
Yep.
19th. 72.
And then same address somewhere in Summerford,
Yep.
Kentucky?
Yep.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'll be right back, okay? Fuck's that about, dude? 5, they're taking off. It's Colorado, signal 7, temporary. They're taking off. Head northbound Lafayette.
They gave every indication that they were either going to run or lie or whatever. They should have been out of the car to deal with because now the vehicle's mobile. The thing the officer wants to do is what he did. You want to give direction of travel and the fact that they took off. You also want to give the crime so we know what tactics we can employ when we catch the suspects.
Passing Eagleton, 90s. The male white driver, female passenger. They stated they just left the ER from wound to her eyeball. Still heading off yet, northbound. We're on 42, getting ready to be at the truck stop. Pulling in the TA, over a curb, heading towards the building. Going to be right at the front of the TA, stopping. You better stop! You better stop! Stay. Show me your hands now! I'm gonna tase you. You're gonna get tased. Gun! Gun! or something. He's got his drop it right now. He's got something in his hand. It might be a gun. He's got a gun in his hand. Drop the gun. Drop the gun. Drop the gun. He's got a gun. He's got a gun. Get on the ground. Put it down. He's got a gun.
This is absolutely the worst case scenario for the officer. Foot pursuit after a suspect. Officer has taser in hand and then is confronted by a suspect with a firearm. Firearm versus taser. Firearm will almost always win. This is not the ideal situation to chase a person with a taser in your gun hand.
He's going right to that semi right there, Wes. They're getting in a semi right now over here.
Semi right straight ahead.
Taking off the semi.
Hey, watch it. They're going to turn.
They're trying to take off in a semi, male and female. They can't figure out how to get the semi and drive. The incoming units were held up here. You see our cars to the drive. We're in the back towards the water tower as a semi. They're trying to get it driving. Right there, back up, back up, back up. He's got a gun right there, good. I don't know if we had a truck driver inside or not. They're still trying to steal it. They're revving it up. All right, looks like he just got air brakes off.
There's a guy and there's 3 people in it now.
Looks like we have a truck driver that is also in the cab with it.
This is one of the most dynamic situations I've seen in a very long time. Car stop, pursuit, foot pursuit, armed suspect now inside of a semi with a hostage. Now we have to be concerned about all of the citizens that are in this area, and we have to figure out how we can shelter them in place. And what the officers are doing here is ensuring that vehicle does not become mobile.
See if we can ID them.
Get out of the semi now with your hands up.
Dude, I tried to tase him, pulled the thing on me, and I just dived to the ground.
I can try to stop the 6 if he takes off. That's fine. Let's go ahead and get those set up. Can't see through this brights.
They're probably going to come this way if I had to guess, or that way. His van's right here, my right, so he may try to go that direction.
LPD's advising he does have a 61. He does have a pistol.
So it is the male. He's got a white shirt on, and it's going to be a female also with him. They both ran into that semi together.
We see that we have Ohio State Patrol on scene, and this is a different jurisdiction than the officer that initially stopped the car. This makes things more challenging sometimes because the communications and policies are a little bit different.
Getting stop sticks. I don't know if they're going to do any good.
I don't know either with that. Just depends. If they slow roll over it, it may work. If they go fast, it probably won't with what we have.
I was thinking about putting a set underneath the tires now while it's parked, like flank him from the side. But you said he has a gun?
He does. He pulled it. He was he was out here, and I tried to tase him, and he fell. And he pulled it and fell. Didn't go off. It looked like he had a gun. So I dove back, got around, and you could see it in his hand as a gun. And he ran off that way into the semi.
So we have the driver of the truck in there.
Yep. He's wearing a white shirt, and his shorts fell down his ankles.
The driver of your van.
Yep. The driver of my van's white shirt, female passenger. I think she's wearing a dark blouse. I couldn't tell you.
So we have at least 3 occupants.
And it looks like a Warner guy in the orange.
Right now, what they're coordinating is the ability to utilize all of the tools, stop sticks potentially underneath the wheels of the vehicle, low lethal firearms to address a low lethal situation as opposed to a lethal situation, rifles, canine deployment, air units, and ensuring that this thing does not go mobile. Going mobile is the worst case scenario for a semi versus all of these vehicles that have arrived at the scene.
If you wanted to, we can take that shield up there. Stop sticks.
That's what I mean. If we can work our way around and then flip them from the side semis.
Take this. I got 2 right.
Got it. Deeper now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Behind me. Wes, you good? Yep. Well, we probably need to hang out somewhere over here, at least get a flank on them.
This was a very wise tactic to utilize by placing the stop sticks under the vehicle. If the vehicle goes mobile, it will deflate the tires at a slow rate. This way, the vehicle could be more controlled. As I said, the worst case scenario is for this vehicle to go mobile with a hostage inside of it. At all costs, this is what we try to avoid.
All right, it's moving. It's moving.
Got eyes on it. It's moving. He ran right over your stick.
Oh, he's gonna hit our car. Nope.
Watch yourself.
Damn it.
31.
Hit our car.
42, 470.
Under 5 dispatch. Start me at 31 at TA and get this car out of here.
This was exactly the scenario that they were attempting and hoping to avoid. A mobile semi-trailer, something that police don't normally train for. This is incredibly complex and difficult. The air unit, fortunately, is up, and we can pick it up from there.
He's coming up to 235 now. Still in the center lane.
Past the exit, we're getting ready to enter Montgomery County here. Still westbound under 235. We'll be in County 57, still in the middle lane.
You can see the tires disintegrating as the vehicle is accelerating. The stop sticks did their job.
Losing a bunch of tire debris. Watch yourself, it's going straight back toward the cruisers. He will stay on 70. Stay on 70, still westbound. Stopped, center lane. He is not exiting right now. We're stopped in the center lane.
Now we have the vehicle stopped. The primary goal to get tactical units as close as possible and begin negotiations. Again, we have a hostage inside of this vehicle. Now it's not mobile, so it's not as challenging, but it's a still incredibly difficult, dynamic situation.
Units on here. Once I get probably 2 more SRT, we're going to go parallel with the truck and just try to visually make contact.
We now see that a tactical bear armored vehicle is now pulled up to the side of the vehicle. This bear vehicle is very, very protective for the tactical officers that are inside. This gives the team the ability to perform some tactical entry or tactical breach and also to communicate with the suspect from this distance. It also makes sure that that side of the vehicle is no longer accessible to the suspect to do anything outside of it.
He's got the blinds and stuff drawn over the windows so we can't see inside. He's communicated with us via hand signals that there's nobody hurt inside of the cab.
The tactical team ends up using a distraction device, flashbang, engage the suspects with gunfire and hit the 2 suspects. They later die at the hospital. This is one of the most complex police situations that one can imagine. It turns out that the driver's real name was Rodney Hellman and the female was his wife, her name Elaine Hellman. Interestingly, 8 months prior in another jurisdiction, Rodney did the same exact thing where he took off from the police. However, his mother was the passenger whose last name is Taylor, which is the name that Rodney used. The mother mentioned in her interview in the official police documentation that Rodney and Elaine were involved in drugs and they had evicted from a home and they were going through a whole bunch of different things. So this kind of behavior caused them to not be able to live in her house. What started off as what we thought was this basic routine misdemeanor car stop turns into a situation with shootings, hostages, barricades. The officers were cleared in this shooting.